Contestant 9, please state your name.
Sierra? Looks like a nightmare, right? Hi, I'm Sierra, and ever since I could talk, I've had a stutter. I didn't think much of it until I moved to a new town when I was 6.
Welcome to the neighborhood. I'm Dean. This is my daughter Kelsey. What's your name, sweetheart?
Sierra. Why do you talk like that? It was the first time anyone had asked me that. It wouldn't be the last. My stutter happened frequently, but it got worse when I was nervous. My mom barely noticed or cared that I had a stutter, or that I really existed. She was always working. And my dad? Well, he left the picture a while ago. Most days, Mr. Dean would watch me after school, and Kelsey and I became fast friends. We did everything together. Played at the park, put on fashion shows, grabbed ice cream at Scoopy's. When we went out as a trio, I'd secretly pretend that Mr. Dean was my dad, and Kelsey was my older sister. In those moments, it felt like the family I'd always wanted. But things started to change when Kelsey's mom announced she wanted a divorce and moved out of state. After that, Kelsey started to change. She wasn't just upset. She was furious. She yelled at everyone, and once even smashed the living room furniture in a fit of rage. She lashed out in class and got held back a grade. And if her dad hadn't been the superintendent, she probably would have been expelled. By middle school, we ended up in the same class, and Mr. Dean dropped us off on the first day. Wow, your daughters are so beautiful.
Aren't they? I'm a lucky dad.
Kelsey looked like she was about to explode. I'm Kelsey. I'm his only daughter. My mistake. And what's your name? Sierra.
Sierra? Why do you talk like that?
Yeah, can you not speak properly? Or are you stupid? The class erupted into laughter, and I could feel my face burn. Since then, Kelsey wasn't my friend anymore. A real friend wouldn't do that. Through the years, Kelsey's hatred only grew. Anytime I had an accomplishment, she had to ruin it. Opening night of the school play, she stuffed worms in my costume. She threw her birthday party on the same day as mine every year and literally paid people to skip mine. At the science fair, she unplugged my volcano as the judges walked by, so it just looked like a sad pile of paper mache. And during my middle school graduation speech, she just had to make a scene. And so, I want to say how proud I am of our class. We did. What the glitch here is trying to say is we did it. Congratulations, grads. Party at my house tonight. Everyone's technically invited, but only cool people should show up. If it weren't for being her neighbor and still being close with Mr. Dean, I would have liked to never see Kelsey again.
I'm sorry about my daughter. Ever since her mom left, she's been a different person.
I just wish she wasn't so mean.
You shouldn't be ashamed of something you can't control. At the end of the day, your stutter is something that makes you unique.
I held on to that going into high school. My stutter didn't bother me much anymore. In fact, it was getting better with age. He was right. It did make me different. And I liked that. One Friday in English, we were doing a vocabulary spelling exercise, and I was totally killing it. ESOTERIC. Esoteric. QUERULOUS. Querulous. VACILLATE. Vacillate. Everyone was surprised at how well I was doing. And honestly, so was I. Who knew I was that good at spelling? Sierra, there's a regional spelling bee in a few weeks. You should join. Who knows, you may make it all the way to nationals. That night, as I sat in my room looking over the spelling bee brochure, loud music suddenly rattled my walls. Kelsey was throwing a party in her backyard. A few classmates waved me over. Fine, just for a little. The party was fun, but I couldn't stop thinking about the spelling bee. And I decided I would sign up. I was about to leave when, what's this? She snatched the brochure out of my hand. A spelling bee? Oh, please, like you could ever win one of these. In case you didn't know, you trip over your words. Give that back. Not so fast. I'll help you practice for your big day. She pulled out her phone and turned the flashlight on as if it were a spotlight. Some other people gathered around and did the same. I felt blinded by all the lights in my face. Why don't you show us what you got? Nothing screams fun like watching you butcher the alphabet live on stage. Your word is quiberate. That's not even a word. Okay then, your word is pathetic. I'm sure you're quite familiar with that. IRRELEVANT. Irrelevant. I'll use it in a sentence. Kelsey is irrelevant. Now give me back my brochure. But she ripped it into pieces and threw it up like confetti. I took a small step in her direction. Kelsey took a step back and fell into the pool. Ugh! You pushed me! Yeah, right. I didn't push you. Your attitude just slipped. She climbed out and stormed over to me, and I bolted. As I ran, I saw her shoving people in her way into the pool. I made it home and locked the door, just as she started kicking and clawing at it. My heart was racing. By Monday, the whole school was talking about it. Someone had filmed everything, and she looked completely unhinged. I avoided her all day. After class, I asked my teacher if she would sign off on my spelling bee application, and she wrote a letter of recommendation. That night, I was recording myself practicing when I heard Mom come home early. I rushed downstairs to tell her about the bee, but she really wasn't listening, as usual. Sierra, that's great and all, but I'm working, and I don't need any distractions tonight. And the Mother of the Year award goes to... Feeling annoyed, I went back upstairs and found Kelsey sneaking through my bedroom window. What are you doing here? Get out! Relax, Miss Broken Record. I'm just here to apologize. Apologize? Yeah. I saw the video from the party over the weekend. I looked crazy. It wasn't okay how I was treating you, so I'm sorry, okay? Thanks? I'm not really sure what to make of this. Yeah, well, we used to be friends or whatever. I think it's time to put the bad blood between us to bed, right? Trust doesn't just snap back into place. Not after everything that's happened between us. I understand. I intend to prove it to you. Do you mind getting me some water? Climbing up the vines was harder than I thought. Uh-huh. Sure. This certainly wasn't on my bingo card for how the night would go. I brought her water, which she downed in one gulp. Thanks. I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we can sit together at lunch? Maybe. Also, never sneak into my room again. Then she climbed out the window. What a strange interaction. But maybe we really were turning over a new leaf. The next day, I walked into class feeling good about the new era I was in, where I tried new things and made up with old friends. That confidence vanished when I found my teacher waiting for me, looking pissed.
Sierra, you will not be attending class today. I've contacted the spelling bee and pulled my recommendation for your application.
What? What did I do?
You should be ashamed of yourself. The principal is waiting for you in his office.
What was going on?
It has come to our attention that the English exam answers were sent to your entire English class yesterday.
I'm sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's strange. Given the exam answers were sent from your email address, you'll be suspended for 3 days. Your mom is on her way here to come get you.
What? This wasn't possible. I didn't do it. When Mom showed up, the veins in her forehead were practically bursting. I begged her to believe me the whole way home, but she didn't say a thing. When we pulled up to the front of the house, she told me to get out of the car. I can't believe I missed an hour of work for this. You're grounded. Then she just drove off, and I burst into tears. I was wrongly accused, suspended, banned from the spelling bee, and all my mom cared about was missing work. Over the next few days, I stayed home and studied, and I kept practicing spelling words anyway. Failure. Failure. Dismay. Dismay. Okay, maybe I was leaning into the drama a little. When I finally got back to school, everyone basically hated me. A bunch of students had used the answers sent from my email, so the teacher failed the entire class, and now everyone was blaming me. The next few weeks were so lonely. I walked straight out of school one day and went to get an ice cream cone from Scoopy's, and Mr. Dean happened to be passing by. I told him everything that happened.
Let's go talk to the principal right now.
It was nice to have one person who actually listened and seemed to care. Back in the office, Mr. Dean demanded answers.
It was sent from her email account. My hands were tied. Steve, you're talking like you weren't the biggest troublemaker back in school. Honestly, I'm shocked you became a principal.
Mr. Dean insisted on seeing the email with the timestamp. It was around the time I was practicing spelling. Wait, I had recorded myself doing that. I pulled out my phone to prove it. We watched me spelling, then leaving when Mom got home. Then Kelsey climbed through my window and went for the laptop, but I walked in. Once she sent me away for water, she sat down and typed out the email. She did this. They called her into the office.
Dad, what are you doing here?
You framed Sierra for stealing exam answers when she's completely innocent.
I did not.
He showed her the video.
Of course you go to defend her. She's never been completely innocent, Dad.
What had I ever done to her? The principal and I had front row seats to their screaming match. Kelsey got suspended for a week, and the principal and teacher apologized to me and reinstated me in the spelling bee. That night, I heard a commotion outside. I looked out my window and saw Kelsey stuffing suitcases into her car.
I'm over you, Dad. Just like Mom was.
She slammed the door, rammed the car into the garage, and peeled out of the driveway. I ran to Mr. Dean, who was covered in food. What happened?
We were in a huge fight about what she did to you, and she threw everything in the fridge at me. I kicked her out, and she's gone to live with her mom.
As much as I wanted to jump with joy at the thought of never seeing Kelsey again, I didn't want things to be like this. Mr. Dean looked crushed as he walked back inside, and I followed him to help clean up the mess. At school, word got out about what Kelsey did, and people started being nice again. Things weren't just back to normal, they were better. I gave an incredible anti-bullying speech at a school assembly that got a standing ovation. I started a support club where victims of bullying could share their stories. And at every free moment, I was practicing for the spelling bee, often with Mr. Dean's help. He still seemed down about being alone, but when I was around, he cheered up. He drilled practice words with me every day until regionals. And on that day, he was there in the audience. My mom wasn't. I got second place and was qualified for nationals in a month. Afterward, the top contestants did a group photo shoot. I was smiling for the camera when someone put an arm around my shoulder. I looked up. It was the guy who won first.
You were a great competitor out there today. Congratulations.
His accent, his eyes. Suddenly, I forgot how to breathe. Thanks. Where do you come from? Where do you come from? Sierra, are you kidding me?
Is that how you speak, or did I just fluster you?
Oh, no. I just have a stutter.
It's adorable. I'm Leon, and I'd love to get your number. We should talk more, since we'll be seeing one another for nationals next month.
Yes, please. We exchanged numbers, and I practically floated back to Mr. Dean. It felt like the best day of my life. When we got home, Mom was on the porch, arms crossed. She rolled her eyes when she saw us together. And where have you two been? The spelling bee, Mom. Remember? I won second place.
She did amazing. You should have seen her.
I'm sure, but I was too busy with the logistics of moving. Moving? Work wants me to relocate to California within the next couple of weeks. Mom, no! I have nationals next month. Well, that's too bad. Work comes first. You know that. Work always comes first for you, Mom. It's never me. Oh, stop being so dramatic.
What if she stays with me until the end of the school year?
What?
I have Kelsey's empty bedroom. She can compete in nationals, finish out the year, and then move out to California.
Please, Mom? Fine. Within a week, Mom was gone, and I had moved into Kelsey's old room. Mr. Dean cared in a way my mom never had, and this new life felt good. And to top it off, Leon reached out. He was a foreign exchange student from Spain living in New York, and we hit it off instantly, texting all night, every night. We had so much in common, and he was so easy to talk to. I had a major crush. One night, I even felt bold enough to tell him. I was losing sleep, slipping in school, and didn't care. I had never felt like this about someone in my life. Leon and I even planned our first date the night before nationals. That weekend, I was behind on prep, but I was more excited to see Leon than I was to compete. We planned to meet at a park, and I spent hours getting ready. I waited for him at the park. He was 5 minutes late, then 15, then 30. After 2 hours, unanswered calls, and 20 unread texts, I gave up and walked home. I got in bed and cried. Had something happened? Had I been stood up? I barely slept that night. The next morning, I was exhausted. Mr. Dean and I headed to the bee. I checked in and looked for Leon. Nothing. When it was time to go on stage, I scanned the crowd. No Leon. But then backstage, I heard whispered voices. I turned and saw Leon talking to someone behind him.
No, I can't keep doing this.
Leon, come on! It's not that hard.
He pulled away, and I gasped. Their heads snapped towards me. Kelsey laughed, while Leon froze like a deer in headlights. Was this all just a setup to mess with me?
Sierra, wait!
My ears started ringing, and I don't remember anything else that happened until...
Contestant 9? Contestant 9, please step forward.
A contestant sitting next to me tapped on my shoulder, and I walked up to the mic, trying to steady myself.
Sierra, why do you talk like that?
Yeah, can you not speak? Are you stupid?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Like you could ever win one of these. In case you didn't know, you trip over your words.
Contestant 9, please state your name.
Sierra?
Your word is vicissitude.
Vicissitude. V-I-C-I-S-S-I-T-U-D-E.
That is correct.
And just like that, my first round was over. With every ring of the bell that told me I got the word correct, my confidence rose. I shut Kelsey and Leon out of my mind. Contestants were dropping like flies, but I stayed strong. Until it was just Leon and I.
Your word is appoggiatura.
Appoggiatura. A-P-O-G-I-A-T-U-R-A. Appoggiatura.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Sierra, if you can correctly spell the word, you will be our national spelling bee champion.
Appoggiatura. A-P-P-O-G-G-I-A-T-U-R-A. Appoggiatura.
That is correct.
I did it! The audience went wild. I got my huge new trophy and went to the lobby to find Mr. Dean. But I heard Leon's voice behind me.
Wait, Sierra, please!
Leave me alone.
Sierra, please, let me explain. It was all Kelsey. She put me up to this. She wanted to get in your head so you'd lose. Wait, don't go to the lobby.
I walked through the doors, but Leon lunged at me and pushed me out of the way. The doors had buckets of slime and feathers on them, which all fell on Leon. Why did you push me away?
I was trying to save you from this. Listen, Kelsey moved to my school and found out I was going to regionals for the spelling bee. She said she'd pay me to flirt with you and distract you from studying. I'm so sorry.
I was just a game to you?
I only agreed because I really needed the money for my mom's treatments. That's why I'm even competing in the bee. I didn't expect to end up having real feelings for you. When Kelsey found out, she stole my phone and smashed it. She even threatened to get me kicked out of school.
Just then, my mom and Mr. Dean walked up. Mom, what are you doing here? Mr. Dean convinced me to attend. And I had no idea you were so talented at this.
We're so proud of you, Sierra.
And then, Kelsey walked in.
Of course my dad is here to support perfect little Sierra. And Leon, I see you betrayed me too. Guess your mom isn't going to get any better.
Why are you so evil? What did I ever do to you, Kelsey?
You stole everything from me. Everything!
She didn't steal anything from you, Kelsey.
Oh, really? Because I remember the night you and Mom screamed at each other when she found out about your little affair. When we both found out Sierra is your daughter.
What?
Oh, yeah. My neighbor was actually my half-sister. The girl who ruined my family and took my dad away from me.
Is this true? Yes, it is. Even though this was the craziest day ever, the news warmed my heart. I've seen Mr. Dean as my dad since I was a kid. You didn't lose your dad to me, Kelsey. You lost him because of you. You could have told me the truth. You could have been my sister. But you chose to be a liar, a bully, and a sad little lowlife who only feels powerful when someone else is hurting. I may stutter, but I never had to hurt people to be heard. And why didn't you guys tell me sooner? I'm sorry. He didn't know until I told him once we moved in next door.
I wanted to tell you right away. But then my wife left me, and Kelsey took the news really hard and started lashing out. We thought it would be best for you to not know. For your sake, and Kelsey's. I was planning on telling you. I figured since we live together now, it was the right time.
You live together now?
She screamed, grabbed my trophy, and hurled it through the convention center's windows. She got arrested for property damage and spent some time in juvie before going to live with her mom. I told my mom I wanted to stay with Mr. Dean for the rest of high school, and thankfully, she allowed it. I gave the prize money to Leon to help his sick mom. I refused to date him, even after all his apologies. My self-worth wouldn't allow me to be with someone who thought it was okay to play with my feelings for any reason.
I'm so proud of you, Sierra.
Thanks, Dad.